Merry belated Christmas, everyone. Terrace Tractor 525 here, and as usual, as a tradition, just wanted to make a quick video on everything that I got for Christmas this year. For starters, just so you guys know, this may in fact be the very, very last video that I upload to this channel that basically focuses the camera on this part of my layout, which is, as you guys know, the mainline station, which is now also becoming, as you can see here, part of the new narrow gauge extension. And the reason is that, now that I have the new extension behind me and just all over the layout, it is much more cramped, guys. I'm not going to lie. It is much, much more cramped. And you know what? I think we're at a point where it may be a good idea to finally change and make the reviews a little different. And we'll just see what happens. I'm going to start experimenting and, yeah, we'll just see what happens. Anyways, I digress. Let's jump right into the Christmas presents. So, firstly, I'm going to need a lot of this plaster cloth. Woodland Scenics plaster cloth triple roll. I'm certainly going to use every bit of it for this new extension. And yeah, I'm glad that I have that, because you can never have enough of that. Alright, next, got plenty of rail joiners. These are Atlas, both HO and N/009. And so I'm just going to straighten out the camera there. There we go. In addition to that, got a ton of Pecco narrow gauge track. This is just one spur that I'm going to show you guys. It's a right hand code 80009 spur. I have a ton of these. But there you have that. Next is a Hornby double brick tunnel portal, also for the extension. I'm going to use this, one of them by Dryer Station. The other one I might use somewhere else in the existing layout, but more updates on that in the future if I do that. In addition to that, I got the Pecco Country Station. This is going to be what I used for what's going to be Skarloey Station / Krosny Karin Station. This is going to be the station building. And if you guys haven't seen my latest update video, go check that out, and so you guys will know exactly where that station will be heading, will be in the new extension. Okay. In addition to that, I bought this Hornby James composite coach. I now have 2 of these, and that brake coach, which is great. So now I have a full Hornby James Express train, because 3 coaches are pretty nice looking train, if you ask me. And this is definitely one product that I hope Bachmann brings back. Bachmann had their red express coaches in the line. I did a review on the express coaches. I think it was, I forget when, it was either last year or the year before that, but go check it out if you haven't. As we know, Bachmann's red that they chose is much more like a maroon, whereas this is, clearly like a bright scarlet red. And then Hornby also has this portion as white. It'd be interesting if Bachmann brought them back and then completely repainted them like this, because in the CGI series, I think it's still the upper part is cream, but the lower part is a much brighter red. So it'll be interesting if Bachmann brings them back. A lot of people have requested these, and considering that it's just a repaint, I say Bachmann, it's definitely makes sense to bring them back. All right. In addition to that, I got this grass mat roll, which I'm going to be experimenting with, because throughout the rest of the layout, I just used Woodland Scenic sprinkle stuff. That's the stuff that you sprinkle on, and then you just spray it with 50% glue, 50% water. But, I'm going to actually experiment with this Javis Static Hairy Grass Mat Spring Mixture, because I was looking at my friend Mulfred 100's videos, and he uses this grass mat, and while looking at it, I looked at it, and I was like, wow, that looks a lot like Season 4. And, you know what, I also realized for parts of the layout where I can't really get the grass to stick properly, specifically in areas where it's very steep, I think that this grass mat will be great. great, you know, because I'm sure I could cut into it and then just paste it on. And then wherever there are gaps or, you know, where you find the edge, I can just cover that up with lichen. And, you know, altogether, I think it would look much more TV series accurate, since that's really what they used in TV series, grass mats. I don't think they used the sprinkle stuff, or if they did, it was only if they were trying to make something look overgrown or old. But yeah, but for existing parts, just so that that bright green, which is actually much brighter than like this grass here or where other areas of my layout is too bright, I bought this, which is the same thing, just sprinkled, so I can blend this in to existing landscapes so that it doesn't look as split, if you get what I mean. And yeah, that's that. I also got one more of these Hornby Thomas Great Waterton platform packs. There's Hornby Gordon right there, and I already had one of these, you know, which I use for the mainline station. But I think this is something that I mentioned, but I always hated that in the mainline station over there. You know, I had the Hornby Great Waterton combined with dryer platforms and combined with the normal Hornby Scaledale platforms. I just thought that looked so off. So what I'm trying to do is use more of these so that you can have just one type of brick all throughout the platform. I mean, that's really how it should be, you know, because in real life you wouldn't have it have 3 different types of brick all in one station like that. But I absolutely love the resin stuff, you know. It's really a shame that Bachmann doesn't make more resin products, because if they did, believe me, I'd be first in line to buy them. But yeah, I mean, I'm just glad to have this. I have to get one more pack, but I think we'll save that for the future. In addition to that, I got Ellsbridge Productions, a China clay truck with the curved edges from season 2. You know, this was seen throughout the classic series, Pop Goes the Diesel, and I think Saved from Scrap, just various other stories. I'm definitely going to paint this like a dark brown and then put scrap and other various materials in there. But yeah, thanks so much. Shout out to Ellsbridge Productions, because he makes excellent 3D printed items. And speaking of that, the final Christmas present, as far as I can tell, unless I'm forgetting something that I have out, is this, and this. These are just 2 parts of the 2 products, but basically these are supposed to be for the Scarlet Railway Incline, which of course will be part of the new extension I'm building. And once again, just wonderful detailing. I did bring already showcase this in the update video, because, you know, I just couldn't wait. I broke the law and opened up some Christmas presents early, but yeah, I mean, this technically is a Christmas present, so I'm featuring it here. And just once again, shout out to Ellsbridge Productions, because without him, these would have not been possible. So thanks so much, man. Can't wait to paint them and add them to the new part of the layout. So that's really it, guys. I mean, I did actually also get some gift cards and money from my aunts on Christmas Day, which was nice. So with that money, I might be able to purchase the Bachmann narrow gauge carriages, the ones that just came out, specifically the blue ones, you know, because those look stunning in my opinion. Just the shade of blue and once again the fact that they're 2 different toolings, you know, that's something that I really fought for on the Bachmann forum, and I'm just so glad to see that Bachmann pulled through with that. And you know, let's just hope that Daisy, Peter, Sam, Troublesome Truck number 6, and whatever they announce in February and in the future in general just continues to be that good, you know. Bachmann really picked up their stuff this year, and I'm sure next year is going to be even better. Specifically, you know, of course, I've said this many times, but I'm hoping that they'll announce Stepney to commemorate the 75th anniversary of Thomas. You know, because once it's going to be so nice to see an HO loco based on the classic series, just like, you know, the good old days. You know, because I really miss that. But we'll just continue posting our thoughts and just wishing, you know, maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, finally, one thing I'll mention is, yeah, you guys notice there's a whole pile of screws over there. you know, actually, let me look this up because, you know, what the hell, why not? As you can see, already we're making more progress with this new extension. We got spur fastened and started tacking down the HO line here. This is 15 degrees radius, by the way, because, you know, of course, this is a very tight area. And I only plan to run engines like Thomas, Percy, and maybe like Paxton over, you know, since this will eventually lead to the mine. We got a spur there, and that's where we left off. And, you know, I got to tell you, you know, working with this stuff is certainly very, very challenging. Just because, you know, we're working on, you know, something that's already been finished and then redone. So, you know, we're really working here with the shims and cork road bed, and I'm glad to have the help of my dad, because without him, this wouldn't have been possible. Well, I mean, it could have been, but it would have just been even more challenging. But yeah, guys, that is basically everything that I have to showcase here. Other than, also, all the narrow gauge track that I got, but I hope everyone else had a very Merry Christmas. I certainly did. And stay tuned for more videos to come. This is Terrence Tractor 525. Thank you very much for watching.